In life, there is suffering. And of course, nobody likes to suffer. When we are in a situation, let's say that we are in the street at night, and we see something like suspicious, immediately we run away. We get far away of what could be dangerous. And that is completely normal because we are trying to protect ourselves. However, this instinct, it's always with us. That means that whenever we are going through emotional pain, we are feeling bad, we behave exactly in the same way. We try to run away. The big difference is that our suffering is not outside. It's not in others. Our pain, our depression, our anxiety is within us. It's inside us. And no matter where you run, your suffering will still be with you. Breathe. Some people, when they are facing difficult situations, they say, oh, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna move into a different city. I'm gonna change work. I'm gonna quit my relationship. I'm gonna do everything different. And sometimes they tried it and it works for around 3 months, right? Then everything comes back. Your pain, your disappointment, everything. And people say to me, oh, Shivagan, my pain is following me. It's not that your pain follows you. It's that your suffering is inside you. I'm going to put an example. Imagine that I give you a box of oranges. And when you get it, you discover there are a few of them that are rotten. What would you do? Immediately, you would remove all the rotten oranges because you know that otherwise everything starts to spoil, right? Would you think, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fully empty the box. I'm gonna put all the spoiled oranges in the bottom, and then I'm gonna put all the fresh oranges above and say, okay, now everything is okay. Would you do that? Of course no, because you know that from the bottom to the top, everything is gonna be spoiled, right? Well, that is exactly what you do most of the time with your emotions. You feel bad and you try to distract yourself, going shopping or drinking alcohol or looking somewhere else, repressing what you are truly feeling. And the problem is that all that pain is not gonna disappear by magic. Time does not resolve a single thing. All that pain that you have will absolutely explode. It will haunt you and it will pin you down on the floor with pain, with the crisis, and you might feel lost in that kind of situation. It's not really cool to go through those kind of experiences. There is a way out of our suffering, but that is the way in. That is to have the courage to really face it, to really sit in there and consciously dissolve it. And of course, one of the things, the difficulties that we have is that sometimes this suffering is related to other people. Let's say that someone did something to you, or that you are angry or disappointed because something happened in your life. I understand that we don't have control, that sometimes people behave in an inappropriate way, and that sometimes life brings us suffering. I know it by my own experience too. However, I want to ask you, how much are you going to keep justifying what happened in your life or what is happening right now to keep suffering? How much are you going to keep projecting your pain in others? Breathe. Aren't you tired of waiting for the other person to come and apologize to you, or for the other person to change so you can be free of the pain? What if that person never comes to you? What if that person never changes? Are you going to be stuck in all that pain forever? Breathe. Absolutely no. That is crazy. That is not being compassionate toward yourself. And even when part of your pain might have been caused by others, you have to understand that your pain is inside you. I am really sorry, but no one can come to remove it from you. It's completely impossible. It is something that only you can resolve and manage by yourself. And the more that we project into others, the more time that we waste and that we remain in suffering. Breathe. Doing personal growth, doing therapy or the emotional integration the way that I teach it, it does not justify what happened to you. It doesn't say that you are wrong and others are right. No, 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 no. Personal growth is not about finding guilty of our suffering. It's about learning from them. It's about healing them. It's about overcoming every pain and bad situation, every trauma that we have suffered. In that way, you will be able to really find happiness. Imagine that for a moment. What would happen if we go back into the oranges example? What would happen when you have removed every single spoiled orange? When you have removed all of them, the only thing that it will remain in your box, it will be fresh, beautiful, and delicious oranges. So if you remove every single emotion of pain and suffering, the only thing that it will remain in you, it will be peace, joy, the happiness that you really want to have in your life. And of course, to do that is not funny. It's going to be painful. But at the same time, it will be a relief. You will feel free of your own pain. So now that you understand that you have to become responsible of your pain, I'm going to guide you through an exercise that it's called emotional integration. So you will be able to experience by yourself how could it be to remove some of those spoiled oranges, some of that pain and suffering that is in you. I invite you to sit comfortable and to follow the steps and my guide so you can have the full experience of it. So make sure to be comfortable, and we are going to start by closing our eyes. If you really feel uncomfortable with your eyes closed, you can keep it open. You can keep them open. However, it works a bit better if you close them. So be comfortable, and we first start paying attention to our breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Just that. Be aware of your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, allow yourself to think in a situation where there is pain, a situation where you are suffering. Allow yourself to remember what happened, like playing the movie in your mind. It's completely normal that you want to find a solution or to avoid and run away from the problem, or even to try to project or find guilties. It's completely normal. Just breathe. Solution will come later. I want you to pay attention to the emotional pressure that you have. to the pain itself. And I know that it's disgusting. I know that it is intense, but you can do it. Feel that pain. And in your mind, you say, I do not believe in drama. My emotions do not control me. I don't believe in drama. Breathe. Be aware of the pain. And you allow yourself to feel the suffering like if you were in the movie, watching the movie from the outside. Not like the actor, but like an observer. Feel your emotion like an observer. Breathe. Allow yourself to feel that pain. Do not try to find solution. That will come later. I don't believe in drama. Take a deep breath and focus on the pain, on the suffering. And in there, try to see if what you are feeling is fear, shame, or pride. Try to identify behind that suffering and pain. Are you in fear? Is there shame? Or is there pride? If you feel more than one, go for the more intense, for the more painful. And you go in there, allow yourself to consciously feel your fear, shame, or pride. And just remain there. Breathe, feel fear, shame, or pride. Whenever it becomes too intense, you remember, I don't believe in drama. My emotions do not control me. I am the observer. And I still feel the fear, shame, or pride. Very good. Sit on your fear, sit on your shame, sit on your pride, whichever is more intense, more active. I know that it's painful. You are doing it very good. Just remain there. Breathe consciously the fear, the shame, or the pride. Take a deep breath and keep feeling. Very good. Keep focused, being aware of your fear, shame, or pride. But also realize how it is losing intensity. How your fear, shame, or pride is being dissolved by your own consciousness through feeling it. Very good. Fear, shame, pride. I don't believe in drama. My emotions do not control me. And I feel fear, shame, pride. Very good. Now you're ready to go one step further. Try to identify what's behind the fear, shame, or pride. Is there a feeling of abandonment, of being alone? Or it's more like a feeling of being rejected, being pushed out? Or maybe it's a feeling like not being good enough, like guilt. Connect with your pain. Find it there. If you are feeling rejected, if you are feeling abandoned, or if you are feeling guilty. And first you allow yourself to connect. If there is more than one, go for the most painful. And we do exactly the same thing. We just sit and become aware, and we feel consciously the abandonment, the rejection, or the guilt. Very good. Breathe there. Remember, I don't believe in drama. Remember that we are not justifying what happened. We are freeing our suffering. So have courage and remain there in the abandonment, the rejection, or the guilt. Breathe. Abandonment, rejection, or guilt. I know that it's really painful. You are doing it very, very good. Your emotions do not control you. I don't believe in drama. And I allowed myself to consciously feel the fear, the shame, and the pride. And when another wave of huge pain comes, you remain focused. I don't believe in drama. My emotions do not control me. I just feel the abandonment, the rejection, or the guilt. Just a little bit more. Soon we will finish. So put everything that you have. Go deeper in your abandonment, rejection, or guilt. The deeper you go, the more that you will dissolve and the more that you will free yourself. So have courage. Go there. Feel abandoned, rejected, or guilty. God, you are doing it very good. Allow yourself to feel that mourning, that pain of the loneliness, of being pushed away, of feeling that I'm not good enough. That's it. Surrender yourself to the pain and allow your consciousness to dissolve it. Abandonment, rejection, guilt. Remain focused. I'm tired of suffering this pain. I'd rather surrender. I'd rather let it go. I let go my abandonment, my rejection, my guilt. Deep breath. Take a deep breath. Conscious of your abandonment, your rejection, your guilt. Very, very good. Now, slowly, let the topic go. I know that probably there is still more suffering. We will dissolve more and handle more in another moment. Right now, just focus on your breathing. And you breathe in and you breathe out. Consciously breathe in, consciously breathe out. And the next step is very important. Even if it doesn't make sense in your mind, just put some willpower and do it. Imagine that every cell of your body is a happy face. Imagine that every cell of your body is a yellow happy face smiling. And each of your cells is smiling to every other cell. And all the cells of your body are happy, smiling, having fun one with the other. And in your mind, it doesn't matter what you want to think. Just think happiness, joy. I'm so happy. Fake it if you don't feel it. It doesn't matter. Just think, oh, I'm so happy. Everything is happy faces, yellow happy faces. Everything is smiling. And imagine that everything in you is a happy yellow face everywhere. I'm so happy, so much joy there is. That's it. Put even more happiness, more joy. I'm so happy. Fake it. Put some willpower in there. Wish for it. I'm so happy, and bring that smile into your face. I'm so happy. Happy faces everywhere. Do not think in any reason. Just be happy through your willpower, through deciding it, through wishing it. I'm so happy, so happy. That is very good. Happy, joy, happy, joy. And come back here. And we do a deep vocal breath where you have to hear your own voice like this. Together. And another one, softer. Very, very good. Congratulations for having the courage to do such a disgusting and intense exercise. If you follow all the steps, it is highly probable that you feel a relief, that you feel, oh, I free myself from some of the pain and the suffering that I was going through, right? Well, welcome to the emotional integration technique. Now you know that if you keep doing this exercise and you remain conscious for a bit more time, you will fully dissolve all the pain and the suffering that situation or problem brought you. This was an introduction for you to become aware, oh, okay, I can handle my emotion. My emotions do not control me. I remain in control while I'm conscious. And to take some distance, like when you go into the movie, you still feel the emotion, everything, every action that is happening in the movie, but you know that you are not the actor. So that gives you some objectivity, some distance, so drama and your emotion will not take over you. You will remain in charge. And then, through being conscious and feeling it, and of course following the step that I was guiding you, the fear, the shame, the pride, the abandonment, rejection, the guilt, so much freedom, right? As I said, this is the emotional integration. I am Shivagam, a Spanish therapist and founder of the Emotional Integration Online School. In our school, we give different courses, The main of them is teaching you how to deal with any kind of emotion or problem that you could be facing, like heartbreaks, anxiety, depression, fear, panic attack, any kind of trauma that you have lived in your life or that you might be living right now. We are going not only to guide you to heal, but we are also going to teach you how to become your own therapist, so you will always be in charge of your emotion, of your pain, and of yourself. Our goal at the school is that you know how to be happy in your life. So I invite you to discover the school, to discover all the classes that we give there, and to be part of it. Thank you very much.